Welcome back to part 2 of the Very Ann Show. We're still talking to Shannon Murphy, photographer, world traveller, lady extraordinaire. You always look really groomed. Look at you.
Thank you.
You look fantastic.
I've got a great role model in yourself, so.
Oh, cheers, Shannon. No,
You always look fabulous.
Well, I have to. I'm old and fat. I have to put in the effort. But you look, even though you do photography, do you take an interest in styling? And because you always look well put together, always. And so even today with your hair, your lipstick, it's a real Mary Quant look, isn't it?
It is. It's easy to photograph people that know how to put on their own model, especially with women. I think we're also the most critical of ourselves when we look at photos of ourselves. So the girls, when they get up on stage, it's always great to see them. They've always got their makeup done really nicely, their hair done really well, and it makes taking photos of them that much easier because I know they're going to be happy with what they see at the end of the day, as opposed to if they've just rolled out of bed, if they're, putting in half an effort.
They give you something to work with.
Exactly, and then they're not upset if I've taken a bad photo of them because they look good.
Yeah. So being photogenic, is that all just perception or is that true? Are there some people that are photogenic and some that aren't, or is it just?
It is, but I think even someone who's not beautiful can be photogenic if they're comfortable within themselves. Yeah. Just that inner confidence. Do you think that maybe self-confidence, definitely. Yeah. And then if they can put that all together, it just tops it all off, and you can take a beautiful photo.
Fantastic.
But we were talking in the break, and you've been approached and are actually doing a lot of work with comedians, with actresses, with people that are building up their profile.
Definitely.
Aren't you?
Yes.
And how are you enjoying that compared to landscapes? Because people can be difficult, can't they?
People can be difficult, especially, as I was saying, especially with women, we're very critical of the photos that they take. Guys, they tend to loosen up a little bit more. They're not so critical. What I've been fiddling with most is trying to get some really funky backgrounds, because I like looking at photos where people are obviously enjoying themselves, relaxed, and then there's a cool background as well, which just adds to the photo. So I've definitely been fiddling with that a lot lately, and it's a lot of fun.
So even with black and white?
Black and white, do a little bit, but I'm really keen on doing the funky backgrounds, like especially old brick walls.
Oh, okay.
There's just so much character to them.
So do you go out, or have you got a studio? Do you go out on location or studio?
Location I've been doing a little bit. I did a photo shoot probably 4 months ago down at the Gold Coast Seaway. Just the lighting and the colours that you can get down there as well just makes some really nice photos, and people relax when they're in the outdoors as well. But I am in the process of setting up my studio so that I can do some more headshots, and especially for commercial photography, for people to use for their own profiles and portfolios for getting into acting or doing comedy posters as well. So it's definitely sort of both sides of it.
So I'm so fascinated by what you're saying. I've lost my train of thought. Okay, so have you got a website?
I do at the moment just have a Facebook page, which is Smurf Photography, where all of my comedy photos go up. If I'm fiddling with any sort of bits and pieces and ideas, I'll put them up on there as well. All my animal photos are up there as well. I've seen
the Facebook, and I have to say, please contact or just look at Shannon's Facebook page, because her work, what drew me to inviting you on the show was just that one still of that white line going up that road.
That was from the truck.
Was that the truck ad? I absolutely adored it. So please, I'd just like to thank you, and would you please stay on and help us with some other segments?
Most definitely, I would love to.
So please, would you thank Shannon Murphy?
Thank you.
And now we're going to this week's Top Bloke. And I don't actually have a picture because we got contacted by phone. This old lady phoned in, and her name's Eileen. She lives on her own. She's actually in a granny flat, and her son, daughter-in-law, family are in the house attached. So when they go away, she phoned up. She's elderly, and so she's quite hard to get a grasp on. But she said when they go away, which isn't often, they have a chap that cuts the grass, and this week's nominee is a guy called Alan Irving. Irving, I'm not sure. And apparently he will pop around while the family's away and see that she's okay. He will sometimes take her out to a bit of shopping. She really thinks he's a bit of a lifesaver. He stands and chats with her because, I don't know about you, but I kind of struggle sometimes with old people, and he gives her a lot of time. Yeah. So even she said when he comes to cut the grass, he will knock on the door and have a yak with her and see that everything's all right. So she wanted to nominate Alan Irving. So Alan, congratulations, mate. You are this week's top bloke. And as some of you... Alan, you're getting one of these. It's from Hoppy's Hand Wash Cafe. It's a gift voucher which enables you to take your car along to... They're located in Bowen Hills, Norman Park and Toowong. So you get to sit, put your lawnmower away, have a cup of tea, read the paper and watch your car get cleaned and primped inside and out for being such a decent person. You just cannot beat an act of gallantry. And we had a feminist on last week, Shannon.
You did. She was fantastic.
Did you see it? She's fabulous. I adored her. And she's also a mate of mine, and she hates that. She hates it when guys will open a door for her. And frankly, that ruins it for the rest of us. Do you like being treated like a lady?
I do like being treated like a lady. I think it's definitely you can work out what a man's upbringing and traditions have been, depending on whether he opens a door or lets you go first or does the little things.
It's just basic good manners, isn't it?
Exactly.
And I don't think it's got any way that we should be paid less just because we enjoyed being treated like ladies. I like treating a man like a man.
Definitely.
And I'm still equal to him.
At the end of the day, it doesn't make you any less woman to have a man do nice things for you every now and again. It just makes you feel special.
Yeah.
And I think feminism sucks. Yeah. I hate it. Look, we've actually got to stop now. We're going to another break. Shannon is going to stay with us. We've still got gorgeous Emily, so please come back and join us again in a few moments.